Howdy y'all, it's Chris with Shell Fitness. Today we're going to go over the infamous comfort zone. I'm sure you've seen this diagram. You'll notice the overlap between comfort and awesome. If you're in that comfort zone, you're never going to be awesome. I'm going to challenge that, and for some reason today we use comfort with negativity. Get out of that comfort zone. You gotta become better. But what about when you're sick? You like that chicken noodle soup. You like mom or dad to help you. Makes you feel better. So I believe that today we use these terms of comfort zone in a negative way instead of using the word comfort, because I think comfort can have a positive and negative connotation. I don't like it. We're going to change it. We're going to go with the nothing zone. And over here, what's another word for awesome? Show it up. Show up zone. It's all about branding. You gotta get that name out there, right? So I was talking to a buddy and he's like, hey man, let's go out tonight, let's get hammered. I'm like, I don't really want to. Come on, get out of that comfort zone. And I'm like, it's not a comfort zone. If I go out and I know that we're gonna drink too much, we're gonna make bad decisions, I'm gonna probably get $40 worth of Taco Bell. And so how does that progress me as a person? It's really doing nothing. So we got to look at our daily, weekly, monthly routines and challenge the things that do nothing for us. And it's perfectly all right to continue your habits, comforts, of doing the things that are bettering you. For example, do you need to get out of your comfort zone if you go to a coffee shop at 6 a.m. and you write for 2 hours? You're productive, it's helping you progress. There's nothing wrong with that. But on the other side, you hang out with your group of friends who consistently do the same thing. They're not challenging you to think, become better. How is that progressing you? It's doing nothing. So my challenge for you is to give a piece of paper to a close friend, someone who you really respect, someone who challenges your mindset to get you to think. Family members may be okay, but I want it to be a challenging, positive experience where they're going to look at you, because they know you very well, and they're going to give you 3 things that they feel do nothing for you. And you got to improve that. So let's take a look at myself, for example. Some things that I've found I do regularly in my comfort zone that is not beneficial, doesn't progress me, doesn't get me to think, is when I drive, I listen to music. For some people, for a lot of people, it's comforting in the sense that it just makes you feel better. But for me, I don't think positively. I don't get great ideas. So I challenge myself to get out of my nothing zone. No more country music in the morning. I know it gets me fired up, but I have to listen to audio tapes or nothing. Because what it does, it gets me to think. And if I'm not thinking, I'm not progressing. And so I've found in the last couple of weeks by doing that, I'm coming up with better ideas. And when I hear someone talk, whether it's motivational talk or YouTube or audiobook, it's getting me to think and be productive and creative. The second thing is I waste way too much time sitting. After work, I'm going to come home. I'm going to do a quick little post. And I'll do a post on social media, and that 5 minutes goes into an hour. So there's a fine line between talking to someone and benefiting from the leisurely activity of sitting down versus wasting time sitting in your bed on your phone doing nothing, not thinking. So now I've got out of that nothing zone and I'll walk more. So during my breaks at work, instead of sitting down, I walk around the block a couple times. When I come home, I'm not going to sit down, I walk, I move more. And then the last one is going out late, where it's so easy to get in that nothing zone and go out to 12, 1 o'clock, but I'm not productive. And it has a negative consequence for the next day. So the rule that I have for myself is my last drink is 2 hours before bed. And I go to bed pretty early. I'm in bed latest at 9:30, so my last drink's at 7:30. Anything past that, I have the restraint to tell myself, nope, this does not fit within my daily, weekly, and monthly goals. Now these are hard, especially if you give it to someone else. Yours might look like something sitting after work. I hear it all the time, I'm tired, I don't want to work out, I have no energy. That's your nothing zone. That's not productive going home and watching an hour of TV. So you need to challenge yourself to change that negative behavior. And put your workout shoes on. Go for a walk. Movement creates positive thinking. And it's so easy just to sit down and do nothing, but look at the zones. It's not going to progress you as a better human being. Delete social media. That's a challenge. Or if you were to, one of the biggest excuses, also with the iOS 50, whatever we're on now, there's a new little setting that you can see how much you are on social media. See what you're at. I was shocked when I saw him at 7 hours a week. So that's 7 hours of reading, of thinking, of creating better relationships with family members and friends that I'm not doing. I'm looking at a freaking phone. That's nuts. So delete social media. Why do you really need social media? It does nothing for most people. So challenge that behavior. Do something bigger. Delete social media, or when you go out with friends and family, leave your phone behind. And if you're like me, you want to have that excuse, well, my wallet's in my phone. Take your credit card, take your ID, put it in your pocket. Leave your phone behind. Do you really need, I need Uber. God forbid you walk. That's the nothing zone. We're not thinking and being creative. Last but not least, go out and meet other people. A lot of our clients stick to the same circle of friends. They're not thinking, they're not being creative, they're not exercising regularly, so they're bringing them down. So I'm not saying delete all your friends and don't hang out with them anymore, but you look at your week, and 1 day a week, challenge yourself to go out, meet up. There's like a Bumble Friends app, I think, and meet new people. People who challenge you and have the same long-term views. Where it's easy to hang out with friends, bicker and complain about your coworkers and your job and how it sucks. It's bringing you down. Find another group that's going to bring you up. Again, looking at my zone of routine in a negative way, is I would consistently go to the same equinox. And so this is like the difference between positive and negative. And I'm trying to grow our brand and talk to more trainers, and just going to one equinox wasn't benefiting me long term because it's a small little pool. So I took a step back, I analyzed, and I thought, what the heck, Chris? You're being oblique right now. Obliquity is one of the worst things for businesses. People don't know you. You got to get out there. And so I looked at my schedule and said, I got to go to a different equinox 5 times a week. There's a fine line between comfort zone and a zone that is doing nothing for you. So don't think negatively on that comfort. And people say you're in your comfort zone. Take a second to reflect, and is it comfort in a good way, or is it comfort in a bad way? And if it's comfort in a bad way, it's doing nothing. Showing up, thinking big, acting, going and get it, that's what's going to make you significant in the long term. So give a piece of paper to someone else, have them write down 3 things on you, and reflect on how you can become better and progress your life.